Hello, I'm Tyler Gray, training advisor for ccwsafe. So I put some videos, some of the earlier videos I did talked about that I don't really train at distance. And, again, like everything, some people will agree, some people will disagree. That's the nature of really actually everything in this world, but it sure as hell is the nature of tactics. So I'm not going to say the people that are disagreeing with me are wrong. I'm not going to say I'm right or wrong. I'm just going to tell you what my thought process is on why I don't train at distance, specifically for a possible gunfight. The reason, especially in, let me rephrase too, in a civilian concealed carry capacity. The first thing that we have to recognize in pretty much all scenarios is the difference between military, law enforcement, and us as concealed carriers. Completely different applications. Here's a good point, is as a concealed carrier, if you went in expecting to get into a gunfight, you wouldn't bring a pistol. You'd bring a rifle and some friends. So think about that. You're never going to expect it, because if you did, you'd do things differently. So where I'm going with that is go back to my talking about why I don't train at distance. Let's say 25 yards, okay? And I'm not even going to talk about the statistics on gunfights because, yeah, statistics are great, but there's always that outlier that's different than the statistics. And you do need to be aware of that and prepared for it. I agree with that. But here's my reasoning. A 25-yard shot with a pistol. Now, a lot of people train at 25. I've seen people train at 50 for concealed carry engagements. So first of all, how good are you at 25? Now add the stress of actually shooting a person. Now add the fact that highly, highly unlikely that they'll just be standing in one spot. If they see you pointing a gun at them, they're going to move. Which begs another question. If they see you pointing a gun at them, they're going to move. Now your 25-yard shot is a moving target. Can you hit that? Secondly, if they don't see you for your 25-yard shot, I mean, there's some scenarios that you'd be, again, I'm not going to give legal advice, but there's some scenarios you'd be okay. But I can tell you right now, if the person cannot see you and you engage them from 25 yards, is that person a threat to you? I don't know, and neither do you right now, because we don't know what the scenario is. But I can already tell you that the scenario in court will be that lawyer questioning everything. That's just reality of the world we live in. So you got to think about these things. The way I see it, the reason I don't train at distance is if I'm past about 15 yards, I'm going to do one of two things. Either one, they're not really that much of a threat to me, and it makes more sense for me to break contact and not engage. Or two, I really need to engage them, which means they are a grave threat to myself and or persons around me. And at that point, I'm going to close with the target. Why? Because I need to ensure good hits. And closing the distance ensures better hits, more hits, and ultimately a higher probability of stopping a threat rather than taking one or two shots at 20, 30 yards. That, again, is my personal opinion on why I don't train at distance. One of two things. Either they're far enough away where I can run away, I don't need to engage, or two, I really need to engage, which means I need to utilize cover or some kind of dead space to move towards them without them knowing, but I need to get closer to them because I've shot a lot and I'm not going to take a 25-yard shot on a possibly moving target that I really need to take out because they're threatening the lives of myself and people around me. No one's right or wrong. I'm just giving my personal reasons why I don't do something or do it. Again, I hope you got something from that, and if not, I hope you get something from the next one.